Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite Written Writ Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, The Written Writ. And things are about to get spooky. And of course, don't forget, time's running out for you guys to nominate your favorite podcast to win their Wham stand. Beautiful mic right here. It's all ready to go, all ready for them to have. And of course, you nominators also get thrown into the wheel, and you guys get to win some too. The more things that happen, the more people that play, the more things I'll give away. So remember that. Go nominate your person of podcast in the comment section over there, or in the comment section of one of the videos that we are doing. So that way somebody can enjoy their Whamblum and a Wham stand, because Wham stand just shows things off so pretty. And of course,
did you say time is running out, Raphael?
Oh yeah, time is running out.
Because I have a temporal disruptor for that, just in case people need additional time to make a vote. So just let me know. I'll pass it along to anyone who needs it. No problem.
There you go, folks. If you need some extra time, talk to the professor down there, and he'll find some time for you. I gotta say, folks, we went all out for this Spooktacular. As you can see, we can finally do the Brady Bunch. Yeah, look.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun, and of course, we're gonna kick this off because we have a lot of people who need to do a lot of showing off their beautiful wares. So, Mr. Angelo, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff about what you are up to and what you are doing?
Yeah, hi, I'm Angelo Concepcion. I'm a comic book creator based out of New Jersey. I have worked on plenty of fun independent projects, such as a Kickstarter that myself and my partner put together a year ago, this decade's anthology. But what I'm here to promote tonight is the Drawn in Blood Shipwrecked anthology run by Dan Hale. And I believe I shared the link a little bit earlier with you, Raph.
There's just a lot of stuff up here.
No worries. Yeah. And we're 2 days away. We're super close to getting that final goal. Dan Hale put together a great 12-story anthology. Mine's a fun sci-fi horror 8-pager. And a lot of the stories inside are of all different types of, tone for the horror genre, whether it's a dark comedy, something that's more sci-fi horror like mine, or classical fantasy horror. It's a really fun project. And if you guys are interested, definitely support it. It's been a really good time, and Dan's a great dude. He's helped me put together a great story.
Randomly selected backers will receive an original watercolor painting by Dan Hale.
Yeah.
That's
and his story is a really fun tale, all done in watercolor as well, so it'll look really great printed.
Of course, that's what I was waiting for, with a nice black and white feeling to the book.
Yes, yeah.
Oh man,
all the stories are different types. Like, there's my story there, a class, very much alien inspired story, but much more leaning on the sci-fi technology and an evil AI that goes rogue.
Sounds like now.
Yeah. Little topical, but you know.
This looks fantastic. So you get a bunch of stories in one book, which is always a great thing.
Yeah. And of all different lengths. I mean, they're at least 4 pages to a maximum of 8. So everyone's going to have just really fun, like snappy stories that you could get through and hopefully get some good chills and thrills from.
Look at this, folks. Look at this. It just looks fantastic. I like the mood feeling to the whole thing. You know, you have that nice horror feel to everything. Even when it's colorful, it still feels kind of like something's wrong.
Yeah, like this one has a much more like desaturated color scheme, while with mine I was going for a 50s retro sci-fi, brightly colored while still having an eerie tone to it.
Love it.
Yeah, it's you're also able to get the first anthology that they did. Shipwrecked is actually Dan's second Drawn in Blood anthology. So you're able to back and get the first anthology, as well as another I think horror story or graphic novel that one of the people on the anthology put together in the past. So there's plenty of options if you want print or by digital purchase.
I see it right here. Yeah. The twofer. That's not. That's a pretty good price.
Yeah, you get the PDF versions with it as well, and it's always nice to see your name listed in the thank you credits on a Kickstarter book.
I gotta say, folks, this is pretty affordable because usually one book costs you $50.
Yeah, for a larger volume. But yeah, I believe this book should be well over 40 page count. So it'll be a nice, pretty thick book to just throw on your shelf and pick up every Halloween season and skim through it, read your favorite stories, and share it with others.
I like how you said for a larger volume when I've seen 40-page books go for $50.
Yeah.
I told you folks, you're getting a good deal.
Yeah.
How close are you guys to finishing production? Do you have that available yet, or?
Oh yeah, I believe everyone's stories are at least 70% of the way complete. We tried to make sure that everyone, things happen in life. People, sometimes can't hit the deadline, but we're close enough to having the book fully done by the end of next month. And then by then it'll be shipped out and ready for everyone to read.
Awesome. This looks very much like Bernie writes it. It's awesome. Those drawings are great.
Oh yeah, the art. Wow.
The cover artist, Joseba Alexander, he's got a really nice, like, high contrast, heavy detail kind of style that lends itself really well to the horror. Yeah, it's a great book. I'm excited for everyone to get their hands on it. Hopefully, let's get it to that 100% funded.
I gotta say, if you guys really wanted to do something, you guys could have made this cover like really special, foil, metal.
Yeah, really get another foil cover for it going, because especially with that drawn in blood and red, like having that be a embossed like foil, that title standing out, that would have been really cool. Something to think about for next time.
That is, because
it reminds me of Nosferatu, the way that's drawn. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you met the professor where?
Oh, I met the professor at the local comic shop that I work at, and he goes to, and he exchanges all sorts of timeline related antiques and items in exchange for his comic books for the week.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called monetary satisfaction.
Yeah.
Professor, are you using
a constant across time, monetary satisfaction.
Exactly. Dead presidents on paper is what I usually hand over, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering where that Sherlock Holmes watch went of mine. Oh man, I gotta say, Professor, you also got him to do a piece of art for you, right?
Yeah, Angelo actually, not for me, but for my associate Paul Hebert. Angelo did a great piece of the Inquisitor in pen and ink, and it was featured on Paul's Instagram page. I don't know if you can pull it up or not, Ralph, but it was amazing. It was really cool.
Well, if you keep talking, I can go find it. Let's see, Nick Folk.
Yeah, you can actually see the Inquisitor right behind you, right there on the monitor there, Professor. Yeah.
Yeah,
the guy with the clock face.
It's a control room. So a lot of stuff's going on,
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Didn't mean to put you in a spot there, host. Sorry about that.
Oh no, I was already looking for it. It's just that I could swear I knew where it was.
No worries.
I
didn't know where it was. I just passed by it. Oh, go figure. Look,
there it is.
I love this thing that you do where you get these artists to do your characters in their style, because I feel like it really brings the community into Time Enforcers, which Time Enforcers is a community-based game.
Yeah, Paul really wanted to highlight the creatives in this community. I know that we also had Nicole Falk do a piece for us as well. She did an Amelia Earhart, which I'm sure will be talked about in a little bit. But yeah, it was just really a lot of fun meeting the artists at different cons. And I know that he really wants to get these people noticed because there's just so many talented people out there and they deserve to be noticed as far as he's concerned. So speaking in the third person, I apologize.
Speaking of segue, and that's a pretty good segue right there. So Gina, since we're talking about your daughter,
Yes.
well, why don't we go over to you? I can show off your daughter's piece as well as we start off. And how did you meet the professor?
I met him at CradleCon.
I love CradleCon.
Which is where I was
awesome.
James too.
One of my favorite cons.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah, folks, if you're looking for a great place with a great ambiance, the fact that it's in a museum.
Yeah.
That alone, Speaking of which, there goes there Amelia Earhart. She does a beautiful one.
Love it. Amazing. She did a great job with it.
Oh, she did.
Really impressed with Nicole's work. It was awesome.
And you work with your daughter as well when you're working on for the art for your books, right?
Yes, actually, she did the back cover.
See, I love that family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put you up. You can show it off.
Yeah, she did the back cover, so it's a dragon.
It's awesome.
That's what you got to
really
do.
good. Yeah.
So now that we whetted the appetites, you can draw blood and tell the people all the good stuff about what you have right there.
Well, during COVID, my photographer and I decided to shoot some vampire portraits. And it was the first time I got to work with fangs, and they didn't work out with me too well. But after that, I did a poem or two for some forums, and it just took off to write a book after that. We took the 19th century as the topic and just started a big vampire story.
Who doesn't like a good vampire story?
And throughout this book, there is a poem pretty much every 5th chapter to coincide with a photograph.
I like that.
Yeah.
As a creator who uses everything in his shorts, I like the fact that you have something coinciding with everything. It's a good way to tell a story.
Exactly.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, I've always wanted to sit down and write a story. I did a screenplay first called Second Chances, and that entered a couple of festivals and became a book. That book and this book were both released last year at the same time, which was pretty incredible. But the vampire, like I said, during COVID, we sat down and we just began writing, and it went on so much that I actually pre-wrote 5 of the books in the series.
Wow. That's impressive.
So we've only published the first one, but there are 4 more behind this.
I gotta say, you've also dove into your character and dove into the whole vampire ambiance as well, right?
Yes, I actually portray the character in the book at Comic-Cons.
Folks, one of the best things to do is to portray your characters, put them out there, get some cosplay going, because it draws attention.
Right. So we ended up making a page. Shannon knows, she's been part of the portraits with me.
Yep.
We shoot a lot of stuff, and then they go up on the pages. Sometimes I'll put story or poems to kind of just give people something to read with it. So it's been working out really well for 6 years.
I love it. I love the fact that, again, you're working with your community, you're working with your people, you're bringing people in, and you're having fun with this. You can feel the passion with the book, and as you're talking things, especially if you were able to write 5 books just like that, because
right,
it's not an easy task, folks. That is not an easy task.
Yeah, it's not. I did get an agent this year, a couple of months ago, and I'm not really allowed to talk about much between me and the agent, but she is currently getting investment money to make the vampire a movie. So
love it.
Hopefully we'll see it on the big screen at some point.
It's always a dream to see your creation move on and become something else.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you make that easy though, because like we were saying, you're actually portraying the characters at the convention. And folks, you got to go check her out when she's at the convention, because she really is portraying the character.
Yeah, I sit there in fangs most of the day.
She was apologizing. I'm like, I don't have the fangs, Ralph. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's hard to talk in fangs. I've done fangs. It's really hard to talk. You start talking like that, and you sound so weird. Oh man. So what convention are you going to next?
I'm going to be doing the one at the Huntington Hilton November 15th.
So it's coming up. Because I know a lot of people have most of their conventions done for the year.
Yes, I think that's the last one for me.
What convention is that?
The Extravacon.
Astravacon.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Astravacon. Yeah, we actually got a couple of people. We had somebody on the show. Monday? Yeah, they're going to be there as well. On November 15th for Extravacon. Yeah, it's a good show, folks. You should go check it out. It's one day show, and one day shows are fun because you don't feel the stress of having to go for 2 days.
Right, and leave your stuff there and that.
You go,
James,
you have fun, you buy your stuff.
Yeah. James, you just did an event too. What was that about?
Which event? I have an event coming up tomorrow.
You did, was it Raccoon?
Oh yeah, Tiny Raccoon Books in
Yeah.
Sayville. I'm teaming up with an author friend of mine, Trevor Firetog. We're going to do a special Halloween Eve presentation on Long Island urban legends and demons and ghosts.
Oh, that's cool.
Love
It
it.
should be fun. Yeah, I'm hoping the rain isn't too bad, though. I guess the weather's going to be.
Yeah, tomorrow I think it's going to be the worst. So.
Well, doesn't that bring in the mood? Isn't it like setting the mood for you?
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Dude, folks, if you want a nice feel, look, James went all out. He got his weather dominator. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say that. But the weather's gonna work out, and you can feel all moody and go and have fun and get some hot cocoa and enjoy it, because what's better than a nice moody read at a bookstore with some nice beautiful reading.
Well, it's guilt-free. Think about it, right? If it's raining outside, you're not going to want to spend the day outside. You go to a con and have fun, so it's totally guilt-free.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
Oh, I love
Downpouring here
What happened?
where are you?
in New Jersey.
It's probably headed our way next.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole day has been like kind of weird and downcast, and that weird wet chili that you can't get rid of.
Mhm.
So I knew it was coming.
Fingers crossed it clears up in time for trick or treating on Friday.
Yes, hopefully.
I've been hearing that is not the case, but let's
Oh,
hope.
don't say that. Don't say that. We've got a lot of candy to give away.
Give them
Can't
candy.
eat it.
Yeah, folks, go check him. Go check out James. He got candy.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Friday, come by. I got candy.
We have candy. Oh man. So James, since we are talking to you and we're talking about what you're doing, why don't you tell the people what you do and all the good stuff? Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the short story is I'm an author and an editor, and I write a lot of horror fiction, science fiction, some steampunk fantasy, various things. I've gotten to write some really cool licensed characters over the years, like Kolchak the Night Stalker and the Green Hornet.
Woo! Jack.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun with Kolchak. And I write a lot of cosmic horror. So my last collection, A Bright and Beautiful Eternal World, was a collection of short Lovecraftian cosmic horror stories set in a fictional town on Long Island called Nixport. That is my little stake in Lovecraft country.
I
Yeah,
gotta say,
so
you
edit
really
anthology.
dive into all this stuff.
What's that?
I said you really dive into all this stuff. I feel like you've become the horror when it comes to all this.
I am the horror.
There you go.
Especially with culture.
I'm horrifying. No. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun working in different genres and subgenres and different formats. So I've edited some anthologies. You can see one on the screen, Under Twin Suns, all stories inspired by Robert W. Chambers' The King in Yellow mythos. Right next to that is the first book in my Long Island cryptid trilogy, Devil in the Green, which is a novella about the Montauk Monster.
Nice.
Yeah. Be talking about the Montauk Monster tomorrow night at Tiny Raccoon Books.
The Montauk Monster.
Yes.
Oh man,
Long Island doesn't have enough cryptids.
Oh man, the world doesn't have enough cryptids. We need more cryptids. I since we are doing our 10th anniversary, I've been doing a little searching for.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, this was at the Bethpage.
The barn. Love the barn.
Yeah.
I wish they had more stuff there.
That was such a great location. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
For the convention.
Dude, when they did the haunted the haunted barnyard, the haunted Christmas, oh my god, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But the place itself was like having a con. Again, it's like Cradle Con, where you have it in this beautiful museum. This was in a barn, and it just became part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
And why don't I play the tape a little bit to show you guys? 7 years ago. That's right, 7 years ago.
I think I've got some more gray in my hair now.
Wait, let me move it forward a bit because I think we're about to start the whole theme song.
Okay, I'm totally like self-advertising there. Let's talk about this book here first.
Sure. This is The Engines of Sacrifice, and it's a collection I wrote. There are 4 novellas in there. Each one deals with a different Lovecraftian elder god. So Cthulhu, Nyarlathotep. They take place in different time periods, from the early 70s to 1980 to the Cold War era to the far future.
And okay, so where did you come up with all of this? Now I need to know, because with all the books that you have, and you wouldn't expect to see this collection all on one table. So I need to know what's going on in that noggin of yours. Like, how did we get this? How did we start with this one?
Well, with this one, I'd written some Lovecraftian-inspired fiction, and a publisher wanted to do another book with me, and they liked my Lovecraft fiction. So we decided to do these novellas, and I created a fictional town called Nicksport, which is actually set on Long Island. And all of the stories kind of take place in or around that town in some way. But the other stuff, I write in a lot of different genres: crime, science fiction, horror, fantasy, steampunk. And I've just been lucky. Editors like my work. And
I have to say, it's so funny because my question was going right into that.
I'm sitting here experiencing that, hearing your own voice effect and just cringing. I'm like, oh.
It's so funny because I was talking to Gina like in the green room before we all started, and time is a funny thing because I'm still thinking that 2018 was like a couple years ago, and this feels like just the other day. We hung out, and it's so funny because you start to realize how long you've known people, and why you're so comfortable with them. Because when me and James start talking, every time we end up hanging out at CradleCon or one of the other conventions, we just go back and forth.
Yes.
I forget what I'm doing. I forget to interview people.
That's right. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's the convention effect, is because you see people at conventions and you pick up almost exactly where you left off, and it's great to reconnect and chat. But you kind of like, it sort of drops out the intervening time, and so it seems like it's a lot more recent than it was. Yeah. I'm gonna defer to the professor though on temporal distortion effect.
I was gonna say I have a temporal disruptor for that. I already said that already. Are we having a deja vu all over again?
I told you not to use the machine too often. James, I have to say, like you have a certain feel to you. Like we were talking, like the video was talking about right now. You seem to be in a certain place, but at the same time, you cover a lot of genres. You cover a lot of stuff. You don't just write one thing. So how do you make it feel like you? Because this is one of the big questions in writing. Because one of the things you need to do, which took me a long time, was to find that voice. And nobody really tells you how you find the voice. And I understand why. It's because it's your own personal journey. You won't know how to find the voice until you find the voice.
Right. I mean, that's it. It's some of it is trial and error. Some of it is just saying, rejecting ideas, enough ideas. So, that's been done. Oh, so this sounds like what this writer would do, or something like, this writer would do. Let me keep pushing to find something that feels like my own thing. And then, kind of put your own spin on whatever genre you're writing. But I mean, jumping from one genre to the other, the big thing is that you also have to understand the different conventions of each genre. A horror story works differently than a science fiction story, and readers have different expectations about things. Like a science fiction story, often readers expect things to be explained, to dip into the science behind whatever you're talking about. In a horror story, sometimes it's better if things aren't explained. So you can play with those things too, and sort of, subvert readers' expectations sometimes, which also makes it feel more like, a unique voice.
Yeah, I lean on the risky business model. Sometimes you just gotta say what the what.
What the what?
What the what?
I say what the what all the time. Gina, let me ask you this, because you were writing before you wrote the 5 novels, right?
Yes.
So I feel like the 5 novels seem to have helped you find the voice, because you dove in there and you ended up with 5 novels. I'm impressed. I'm still impressed. So was that what happened?
Well, I have a very awesome co-writer, so we get going, and it just goes. But like I said, Second Chances, that's a whole different genre. That's more spiritual. So that's, I started with that first, and then went on to the horror, which I was always a big fan of horror. So,
but just like James, I can see that you have these crossroads and inward. You have this journey that you're taking. That's, even though it's 2 different things, there's similarities in both places.
Yes,
which is great, folks. And that finding that writer's voice and that writer's thing. Because if you look at your favorite writers, even if they're writing something different, you have a feel. You have this thing that's there, and that's what we're talking about. So, Kristina, speaking of a lot of genres and going in a lot of different places, you do that a lot. But you have, again, you have this voice that seems to go through all of it.
Yeah, so I write in what I call like a diary play format, where it kind of goes between the 2 different things. And I've always written in that format. I'm actually working on my 31st book. So I've been writing for quite a while. And the one that I am currently writing is called Between Ghosts and Gods. It's about Atlantis, and I've been doing a lot of research for it. And I've only written 25 pages so far. But I think that's pretty good, considering all the, the weird stuff I have going on with my job. I'm an event planner full time. So like one week I'll be doing, like a haunted trail. The next week, planning a tea party for people. Like I'm all over the place. I think we all have outside things besides our craft that we do, and it often affects our ability to write and do different things.
But that makes it even more amazing, because because one of the first things I hear, I hear it all the time, is I want to write, Ralph. I don't have any time. I don't know what to write. And you hear all the excuses, and I'm like, dude, just write. And then they look at you like, what are you gatekeeping for?
Well, yeah, I see that a lot. Well, that happens a lot, but like I've fallen asleep multiple times at the keyboard, and you get jerked awake.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, like what time is it? What year is it? Like what century? Like you do what you can. If your health gets in the way, if your job gets in the way, write what you can. It might be 2 pages this week. It might be 1, or it might be you write 5 pages a month. It doesn't matter. You just do it. And then eventually, little by little, you get to a finished story, like a complete thought. You don't know how many times at conventions people come up to me and say, please write my life story. And like, while I think that's great, like they might have something interesting, they are the ones that should be writing it. It's their story.
Yeah.
And like I'll give them tips and tricks about how they can go about doing it. But at the end of the day, I write what I want to write, and they can write what they want to write.
I gotta say, speaking of co-writers, Gina is using a co-writer, and it's a great partnership. And I know Lauren and Matt are co-writing as well. Do you guys find that that's the better way to go, or is it just, because I like the idea of having somebody I can bounce ideas and talk to as you're writing the story, because it's fantastic. So how does it work for you two?
It works very well, thankfully. Yeah, we feel like we kind of pick up where the other maybe lacks a little bit. Like when we talk about co-writing together, we talk about Matt writing world in and me writing character out. Like Matt's really great at world building and like thinking of a cool place where like characters will want to be. And then I love a character. Like I will sit and like create a character down to like their every like core memory, and then I'm like, all right, well, what do they need to do? And then I can plop them into a world that Matt has built, and we kind of do this together. So that has worked out really well for us, especially in genres like science fiction and fantasy, where you really do need to be pretty heavy on the world building.
Oh, definitely.
But it's hard to love those stories unless you have characters that you're like really invested in. So, and you mentioned, Ralph, like having someone to bounce ideas off of, like that is golden. Like being able to just talk to somebody who knows what you're talking about is just as invested in it as you are,
and they know the world just like you know the world.
Yes. It's like it is priceless, and it's just so helpful to come up with an outline to just keep things moving and like keep your motivation up.
Yeah, and we tend to write like very character-driven stories, so it's easy. It's easier for us that we can be like, all right, you're going to take this character's chapters, I'm going to take this character's chapters, and we're kind of like in their heads that way. And so every character feels like they have a voice, as well as us at the end, blending our voices together, so it doesn't feel like, oh, I know which writer wrote this. It's more like I understand which character's head I'm in right now. So,
which is all very important. I completely agree with you. Gina, I got to ask you, because you're co-writing, is this the same experience for you?
We kind of write where we do, he writes one line or I write one line, and we go back and forth and we continue the story that way. So it's kind of like we're experiencing it at the same time kind of thing. So it's actually a really cool concept, and it seems to work for us. So
it's cool. So funny that you said that, because I've done it before as a writer's prompt, as a way to get the story flowing and going. Because I tell folks all the time, there's a lot of writer's prompts, there's a lot of things you can do to get your story moving and motivating and going. And that's one of the things I say is like you start a line, have the other person follow the line, and then try to work the story that way, because it's one of those beautiful exercises that gets your creativity flowing, gets your words flowing, and then you're not working on a story that's just about you or you're writing the story. It also helps you out, because now you have another person throwing something in there, and then you got to figure out what the hell you're going to do next.
Right, and then I can add other pieces to it to make the story more, but it's a good way to work.
And it's so funny because all of this reminds me of role playing and D&D and all that stuff, because that's exactly what it is. You got the dungeon master who's created this world, this beautiful world, and now the players are helping them co-write or co-create this world and really piece it together and bring it together. And that brings me to you, Rob, because you are a jack of all trades, and why don't you tell the people a bit about yourself, and then we'll get into this in a minute. Go for it.
Sure. Rob Longo. I own 2121 Productions. I do videos. I'm sorry. Geez. I make movies. My second horror movie comes out tomorrow. I'm premiering it locally by me. It's my fifth movie altogether, and I own my own streaming service, abracadabra.media.
Like I said, jack of all trades.
And I write, and I play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a huge comic book geek, and I like synthesizers and walk in the park under the moonlight.
Somebody out there is going, "Oh, I see the connection, Ralph." I gotta say, you are doing the premiere of the movie on Halloween, right?
Yes.
Wow. Where exactly are you going to be? Because I know some people might want to go.
Sure. It's Artwork Studio in Little Falls from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I'll share like the link to you, and you can post it at some point.
There you go.
That would be delicious and wonderful. So
this way you guys can all be there, because if you, especially you Jersey people, because Rob's right there.
Ralph, you're a little behind on all the posts and the links in the chat. Just want to tell you that.
Oh, I'm way behind. I'm just gonna post them all together in one shot. Oh, wait, there you go. You've been posting.
So
there
a
we
lot
go.
of fun stuff. Always busy.
I gotta say, you've been creating for a long time, and then you've created this world now where you're doing the horror. And what I love about this is, you did the first movie, and this is the second movie. It's all in the same universe.
Yep, all in the same universe, all connected. Some characters that you saw in the first movie in the background are more in the foreground now. Some supporting characters are more main characters now, and the whole story evolves through everything that happens within the Grove. There it is.
There it goes, right there, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. And I gotta say, I went to the premiere of the last movie. It was a fantastic time. It was a blast and a half, especially watching it with a bunch of like-minded horror fanatics in the room. And Rob does a good job at making it into an event.
Yeah, we do like a whole Q&A thing. Some of the stars will be there. We have giveaways. Everybody gets a trick-or-treat bag with some tricks and maybe some treats. So, good time. It's a good way to spend a Halloween night.
So tell other people a little bit about the Umblitch.
Sure. I think all of you will relate to this. The Umblitch is this.
Exactly. That's why I picked that one.
Yeah, it's this evil spirit sent by a cannibal god to kind of weaken the veil within the Grove so he can escape his imprisonment. But the Umblitch, this evil spirit he sends, preys upon creatives, preys upon artists and writers and musicians, and fills them with self-loathing and self-doubt that their art is worthless, they're worthless, they shouldn't try, they shouldn't do anything. Because I think we've all, as creatives, have faced our own Umblitch at one time or another. You might call it writer's block or something, but in this, it's a supernatural creature that, almost is like a psychic vampire sucking the fire, the spark of creative away.
I'm really glad I'm a director of temporal dynamics, son. Thank God for that.
I was going to ask, how many Umblitches can one have attached to us at a given time?
I have like a lot.
a lot. I think I originally envisioned them like, the 9 muses, that there would be 9 Umblitches because they're kind of like anti-muses, and I would give them opposite. But we only had the budget for one for this one, so we'll see what happens with the other ones.
I like the idea, the thought there, because it makes total sense. Would it be kind of scary if you got 9 of those things behind you?
Yeah, I don't think you're doing 2 out. One is trouble enough,
I was gonna say, like, just looking at the poster, one of them is bad.
And it was funny because it came up with this idea because I need to make the second movie because I've been sworn by my executive producer to make 1 movie a year no matter what, and trying to decide which unfinished script to birth into an actual movie was difficult. And I had writer's block at one point. I'm like, somebody said, lemons to lemonade it. I'm like, oh, what about if there's like a creature on me pressuring me that my art is worthless and I'm worthless and I shouldn't do it? I'm like, there you go. And it took me, I'm not kidding, it took me 6 days to write the script.
Boom.
Wow. First draft, banged it right out. It just poured out of me. It was very cathartic and beautiful. So hopefully it won't, be as painful next time around, but at least I got it done. So it premieres on Halloween.
I gotta say, the good thing is, and you're saying you can still get the writer's block either way. The good thing is you have this universe already, that you have an idea of what's going on in this universe. So that helps you out as well. And I like that you said this right now, because it's the same thing we've been talking about, folks. Sometimes that inspiration is going to come from a place you don't expect it to, but you have to jump in there and do it, because if you don't, it's not going to happen. Yeah. And I want to say, because that leads into the whole abracadabra thing, because you sat there for a moment and you figured something out when it comes to like getting your movies and stuff out there. Go ahead, tell the people.
I've been doing this 19 years. I had a wonderful distribution deal for 13 years. And then, distributors kind of most of them have fallen off doing what they're supposed to do for their 20, 30, even 40%. They used to advertise your stuff. They used to promote your stuff. They used to earn it. And now they're really, a lot of them are nothing more than aggregators that just will get your stuff, throw it up, and hope something is a big hit that makes them money and some money for you. And I maybe I'm a control freak. I like to be the dungeon master. I'm, the single dad. I've got to be the director, the writer, the editor. You know what? So I'm going to own my own streaming service now, so I don't have to worry about a distributor. I just distribute my movies, and anybody else who wants their movies to be on a legit streaming service and make a little extra money can be on Abracadabra, fantasy, horror, sci-fi. I share subscriber revenue with everyone. I share ad revenue with everyone, and you get paid for view count. No other platform does that. Not YouTube, no one else. So
you creatives out there who are trying to make your own stuff, this sounds like a great deal with Rob. Rob, why don't you put the link in the private chat and I'll share it to everybody?
Sure.
Because folks, I know it's the same thing. Folks are funny because they want something, yet they're not willing to move away from what they already have. It's like the same thing when it comes. I love talking about this when it comes to Marvel and DC. They're constantly like, Marvel and DC sucks, and I'm like, yeah, but if you go to the indie side, all that stuff that you want is right there.
Yeah, all that original ideas and content is there.
Yeah.
Here we go, folks. Private chat, Abracadabra. I put it up over here. I take the link over here.
It's almost like magic.
It is like magic.
Abracadabra. It's the magic words.
It's like Ralph is good from being behind the scenes and not in front of the camera. I'll tell you a secret, folks. I started off as the guy behind the camera, not the guy in front of the camera. There you go. Abracadabra. Ready to go. All the stuff. Oh, I see you have the fight scene from our little Highlander.
Yes. Yep. I had to utilize it somehow.
Oh, I love that whole thing. We had so much fun putting it together. Are you ever gonna finish putting it together?
I think so. As the Highlander movie comes out.
Oh, that's right. It's coming.
Comes closer. I think we're gonna end up finishing it, and it'll be like my little fan film for Highlander.
And folks, when you get a chance to see it, you might see somebody you know. That was a good role.
That was a great role for you.
Oh my God, Lauren and Matt, why don't we go with you? Tell the people all the good stuff. Give them the spiel.
The spiel. All right.
Spiel. All right.
You go first.
Okay.
It's a lot of spiels.
Yeah, two spiels in one is what you get. We're both from Philadelphia originally, so also East Coasters. We're in Los Angeles now because there were just some film and TV side of things that came up that brought us out here. In my case, at least, I wrote on the show Mystery Science Theater 3000 for the last few seasons that was on. And during the pandemic, Lauren and I were already writing together based on a D&D campaign that we were involved in. That's how we started learning that we had similar writing styles.
See, folks, it's like I wrap themes around themes.
It is. It's like, you know what you're doing, putting this together. So we do some, we do some screenwriting. We do some, we've written some novels at this point. Together we wrote a sci-fi trilogy during the pandemic, and that is called the Parallax series. Ooh, you're on top of it. Awesome. So about basically 3 unlikely heroes that have to rise up against a corporate conspiracy that's controlling all of their lives. Totally science fiction, not at all real, based on any real events going on.
Not a dystopian future that could happen.
No. And that was through Aethon Books, and they were a great publisher to work with. We had a lot of fun with them. And we're now about to release book number 4, and I'll let you start talking.
Book number 4 is not a sci-fi, it's a fantasy, so we are dabbling in different genres as well. So that's the Kickstarter pre-launch that we have going on. The story is called Dark and Zaris. And we love the story because it is based off of a D&D campaign that we played with another group of people where the GM didn't really care too much about our characters. So we he really wanted to run like a strategic, like,
like a combat game.
And we're like, no. But if your characters aren't sad, why are we even here? So we kind of took our characters and put them in a different setting, and wrote this book, I think, in like 4 months. Like, it was crazy how this book happened. And we'd really love to get it published. So we're in a pre-launch phase for that. So we would love, if anybody is interested in reading a D&D inspired fantasy adventure. It's fun, it's fast, it's it's an adventure, with two unlikely heroes coming together and not liking each other, and then maybe sort of liking each other by the end of things. And we're really hoping that one is fun. We'd like to offer some fun D&D inspired rewards, like we would GM a game for people, like we'd run a one shot, stuff like that, because both Matt and I have run games before, and that's really fun.
And we've also launched a tabletop game company in the last year as well. So that's
we have that
just
too.
the thing we've been doing.
Everybody's been busy.
So we're also game designers. Sorry, we do a lot of things. So we created this is it looks like a board game, but this is actually a role-playing game called Authors of Fate, and it is based on the graphic novel Stoker and Wells, written by Stephen Peros. If you haven't read it, it's a great graphic novel.
We've interviewed them.
What's that?
We've interviewed them.
Oh, you've interviewed them. Amazing.
Oh, amazing. Well, then you
know them. They're awesome.
So we kind of took
Great
that
story.
idea of having authors having a time machine and going on adventures together. So instead of just Stoker and Wells, the players can be any author they want to be, and you can fictionalize them in any way you want. And there's the Golden Dawn, which is kind of like the place where everybody is given their missions, and then they take the time machine and they're go on adventures, and they're inspired by all the different books that the authors are writing. So we've had games where Stephen King and Jane Austen, Mary Shelley have all played together, and Shakespeare played as 1,000 monkeys at 1,000 typewriters. Like, we've had some really fun play tests.
It's been really fun.
It's been a really great game. So that one, we've been taking that one out to conventions and are hoping to find a publisher for it. So we're just throwing all kinds of spaghetti at the wall and trying to do all the fun, creative things.
And we'll be at PAX Unplugged with a bunch of games in Philadelphia in November, actually. So back in our hometown for that one.
Yeah, it's so funny. I tell people all the time, the world's very small. People think that it's this thing, but that's why you shouldn't be mean or bad to certain people, because you never know how it connects you all the way back.
No, you don't want to burn any bridges.
And those guys are great. I love the storyline behind Stoker and Wells. The art is fantastic.
It's so good.
Oh,
it's so great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Steven is just he's such a great guy.
Yeah, he's delightful. We love him.
And the whole concept of Stoker and Wells hanging out and using the time machine and going through things that they stole from the professor.
Yeah. No, it was a great, like, when you look at I love those stories where it's like these two people, like Bram Stoker and H.G. Wells, technically lived at the same time in the same approximate place and could have met each other. So, like, why don't we just make that last connection and see what would have happened, and add some fun sci-fi time travel adventure fire stuff in there.
And that's what when people tell me I don't know what to write about, I'm like, dude, just throw it at the wall and see what happens.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, folks, man, come on. I also have to say, one of the reasons Lauren caught my attention was because she was talking about this on her TikTok. She was talking about all these connections to role playing, to writing, to the whole thing, and because I found Lauren on TikTok, and I was like, you got to be on my show, and then I was like, come on the show.
Finally made it.
Isn't this your third time now?
Oh yeah.
This is the first time that Matt is with us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have not. Thanks for having me.
I know. I feel bad. He's
like
the unsung hero. He doesn't love the social media.
I'm just terrible at it. So I go on TikTok and I'm like, I don't know what to do. There's too much stuff. I'm just gonna repost whatever Lauren just posted. That's my whole
Matt,
TikTok.
Out of everybody, I completely, like I said, I started off as the guy behind the camera. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, me too.
This persona here is a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I went to film school. Lauren went to animation school. We both thought we'd be on the other side of the camera or pen 100% of the time. So
same thing.
Why did social media make us have to be?
I don't know.
All us
I was like,
writers?
when I got my broadcasting degree, and I was like, yeah, nobody will ever see me, even if I'm on radio. Oh, they'll hear me, but nobody will ever see me.
Yeah.
Not how it works.
Oh man, but I do love the fact that you guys are all the role play is like really wrapped in all of this, and it's another thing I like to showcase to people is like, you have all these campaigns that you've done, major beautiful stories,
Yeah.
and I like that a lot of our friends have made video games, comic books, books, they're putting their games out there because these were stories we lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if people have, people sometimes come to us and they're like, what do you write about? Like you said, and it's, have you played a D&D game or anything like that? Like there is a whole world there. There's other people have written characters for you. You can use things like that. I'm not saying steal their ideas, but like, it's a good template for all of that stuff. It's a great way to learn how to write and how to improv and how to act and every other thing, like all of that.
Yeah. I feel like you feel more invested because you're part of the story. And that's really, as storytellers, that's what we want to do. We want to affect the story, and what better way to do that than be there and live it like in real time.
Role-playing games are like the best college for world building.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
development and writing,
Yeah.
Completely agree, and that's why I started like as Lauren has seen, that's why I started throwing all this stuff together, going because for a while there some people it was getting hard to explain to them how to do all the stuff, and then I hit upon the fact that if you role played, you've already done all the steps to being a writer. You've done the character creation. And as you become a DM, you begin to do the world creation. And as you become a DM who does their own stuff, homebrewing, you even move further to where you creating your own worlds and writing your own stories, which is the greatest explanation of writing.
Yeah. I mean, I was running D&D campaigns in high school. If I had thought about it back then of like, I could like writing a book is almost easier in some ways because I can tell the characters what to do, like, or they will evolve their own voices. But like,
I don't know about that telling them what to do because these characters have a mind of their own and they want to shut up.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not trying to go in 5 different directions all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, Kristina, go for it. Tell the people all the beautiful stuff. Give them the spiel.
Well, earlier I discussed about the book that I was writing, but I do have a new one that just came out on October 15th. It's called Lights, Camera, and Axum. You actually inspired this book. I was on one of your podcasts, and we were actually going back and forth about amusement parks. And this idea for this book came from that conversation. Like, I think it was 2 years ago, actually.
I think it's again, I talk to you all the time, so it starts to meld into each other. I actually talk to Kristina through messages, and sometimes we'll throw stuff at each other. We'll pop out of nowhere. Hey, what about?
I don't even say hi half the time. I just start
We
talking.
just start talking,
like,
yeah.
And then I'm always like, come to New Jersey, come to my event. And then you're like, you come to New York. I'm like, I don't want to take the trains. We're kind of often at an impasse to seeing each other, but
we still end up seeing each other.
Yeah. It's just random places. You're like, are you free this Saturday? I'm like, oh crap, let me move stuff around.
I keep trying to get Ralph to move to New Jersey.
He should.
He's been trying to do that for a while.
Come on.
Don't do it, Ralph. Don't do it.
Do it.
I mean, a lot of the people in your chats are in New Jersey. It would make you more accessible to your audience. And
I gotta say,
creators.
lately I feel like I'm more cons in Jersey than I am here in New York.
Yeah.
You can't. If you move to Jersey, it's gonna go to your head. You're gonna lose yourself in the glam. You got to stay with your roots on Long Island.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Long Island too. I'm a Brooklyn boy. I'm not even sure what I'm doing in Jersey or Long Island.
Yeah. The other thing I'm doing is that a lot of my old books, I'm having the covers redone. And I've done, if you scroll down, you could actually probably see a lot of my new covers. If it loads. Keep going.
There we go.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I had a lot of them redone. Arcadia is going to be redone in December. The same one that did Then There Was New York. Haley Renee, she's going to be doing that one. And she's also going to be doing Heart of Wonderland because I love her work. And then for my new book, Charles Paul Wilson III, he's going to be doing the cover for that. Well, there's going to be two covers for that book. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then I also have a book trailer as well for the one that's out now, Lights, Camera, and Axum.
Yes, you do. Let's see, where did I put that thing?
It should be
Such
in
a
the
great
links.
title.
Yeah, my friend was jokingly, he came up with that. I'm like, I'm going to use that.
Oh, that's great. I like when you put it up to debate, because you had a couple of ideas that it could have been the title, but everybody seemed to like that one.
Yeah, I annoy people so much about titles, ideas. I'm like, what about this? What about this? You know,
That's the right way to do it, because sometimes you need folks. I'm going to tell you this right now. Your writer friends, when they give you something, they don't want to hear, "Oh, that was good" or "That was bad." They want you to say something.
yeah.
Oh, I hate when you give somebody "Oh, here, read this," and they come back, "Oh, that was good," and I didn't like it, and
I have to say that is the one good thing AI is. You know, like you ask AI and like, be honest about this. What do you think? And you can even upload your whole books into AI and be like, hey, give me an honest analysis. Are there any plot holes in this? And it will tell you these things. And I think it's really great, like, especially if you're taking a long time to write a book and you forget what you did on page 17 or 320. You can upload your book and ask it, is there plot holes? Is there anything out of sorts for the characters? Like, and it can tell you all the things that you need to change so that there's consistency and flow in your story. I'm not saying that it should write it for you. You know, stories should be written by people, just like art should be done by people. But technology is there to help us out.
It should be what it is, a tool.
Exactly.
And I can see artists using it as well. You throw it in, you see an idea, and then you make it your own. You don't let it do it for you.
Yeah.
The same thing with people. If you're going to use it, see the idea and then find an artist to do it for you, because sometimes the artist will do it better than AI will. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. AI will give you 6 fingers and a demon-looking person half the time.
All right, let's play this videotape, folks. Here we go.
A killer on the loose at the amusement park? Check. Falling for the hot rock star with a very questionable past? Double check. Living in a dystopian future ruled by President Faust? An absolute hellish nightmare. And the worst part? Freedom vanished overnight. Seriously, who did Faust sell his soul to? Vera Sage must smile for the camera while hiding her identity and trying not to die. Then there's him, El Diablo, a killer with a penchant for theatrics and a body count that could make sinners blush. And the higher the ratings climb, the faster reality begins to crack. Can Vera rewrite the script and save her friends before the credits roll? Lights, camera, and we all fall down dead. Lights, Camera, and Axum, a novel by Kristina Garlick. Available now. Visit KristinaGarlick.com.
That was great.
Where do I get my autographed copy from?
I mean, if you private message me, I can mail you out one.
Oh my God. Me and Christine have been talking about this so long. It's so great to see it coming together. And that's one of the greatest things I got to say as a writer is when you see it starting to form, when you see it starting to become something. A while back, I finally got myself printed in We Suck at Comics. And I'm not the kind of guy who goes to get printed or does any of that stuff, because that's a whole other job, folks. Anytime you're looking to get published, you got to wear a whole other hat and become a whole other thing. So I ain't doing that shit. I'd rather be writing. but it's amazing to like finally get to see it like there, to have it, to like somebody come up to you and go, can you sign this for me? And you're like, what?
It's always so weird when you're at conventions because people don't like to ask you. They either A, don't think you're the creator, or B, they feel weird asking. So I always have to ask people, hey, do you want me to sign this? Like, oh, really? Yeah, you're the author. I'm like, yeah. And so then then I sign it. But like, you can't just automatically sign a book though, because there are people that freak out if you have the signatures already in the book. So you have to sign it in front of them. You have, even though you could write it nice and neat and write these heartfelt, messages when you're at home, but like when you're there, it's always like, I hope you like this book. It's like the most cavemanish thing that you write in there because you're on the spot, kind of like trying to get them the book, trying to make some other sales at the same time. It's a little bit stressful.
You just have to have that default autograph. To my biggest fan, Dr. Krista. To my biggest fan, James.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
It starts up to my biggest fan, to my biggest fan.
The worst thing though is when they want you to write their name in the book and they have a really hard spelling name. And then your brain goes blank when they're asking you to like when they're spelling it to you, like, oh crap, did they say 2 A's, 3 B's, a C? Like.
And conventions have the worst audio as well. Like so many people are talking around you and they're whispering it right to you. You're like, can you please speak up just a little bit more? Is that an A? Is that an F? A D?
I just when people start repeating numbers or letters, I just start trailing off like in my own little world. I hear the Mario theme song and it's just.
Oh wait, you're not supposed to hear the Mario theme song. I hear it all the time, but maybe it's because I just look like Mario.
You do. Maybe I'm thinking about my friend. I'm like,
wonder what he's up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
he's probably at a con today.
Oh man. I gotta say, let's see, Professor. Why don't you tell the people what you've been up to? Because I see your time machine's been stolen and used in other places, and people are just. What's going on, Professor?
Well, this is my first appearance on the Written Writ, so thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, Raphael. It's been having a great time meeting all the creative people on the show. It's really amazing. We're just pushing forward in Time Enforcers. We're actively promoting an education platform for kids between 5th and 10th grade, and we're looking to expand our universe into the school realm. So really getting back to basics, and it's just not playing a game. It's also journaling. It's also team coordination and presentations and all that kind of great stuff. So it's really bringing education back to what I think is more basic understanding for kids to really, to go through and actually do things that require some creativity, some project thinking, some, problem solving. And, it's really the whole point of what we're looking to do with this program. It's based on a whole gamified solution. I mean, part of their homework will be playing a video game at home, and they have to answer challenge questions as they go through the game. That's great. But we also have a program set up where we provide a journal to the kids, and each unit that comprises a journal is a 2-week period. The first week is what we call the recon session, where they actually go in and research a topic that they get to choose pertaining to that unit. And so they spend a week doing that, and each day they journal some information in the book. So it gets them in the habit of actually writing something down. It doesn't have to be anything lengthy, but spending 5 or 10 minutes a day while they're doing their research and putting their thoughts into action. And then the second week of the unit goes into actually developing teams and making a presentation. So it's coming together as a group and then using the research you found and contributing and making a project. And that could be like a diorama, a poster, or a PowerPoint, whatever it is. The whole point is to get kids to get involved, again, using basic paper and pencil approach as opposed to everything in a tablet or a phone or whatever. And then, getting together as a team and working together to create a presentation to the teachers so that they can understand what it means to really contribute in a meaningful way. And it's like I said, called Getting Back to Basics. And that's really the core core idea of the program. We actually have a back end that was developed for the teacher as well, meaning that we can track students' progress as they move to the course. It allows them to apply grades for the class so they can actually track each unit and then make sure that the student is properly assessed as well. So really trying to make this a comprehensive program, one that will be adopted by schools. It could be a charter school, it could be a home learner. It could also be a district. Either way, the whole point is to make this as frictionless as possible, provide the teacher with all the tools they need so they can just adopt it and then implement it. And that way it makes it a great experience only for the kids because it's gamified. And I think kids learn more when they play by games. And then also for the teachers, it's less of a lift they have to do to get this out the door for the kids to learn. So I'm pretty excited about this. We actually attended at EdTech Week last week. And we actually met some really great people there, a lot of creatives as well in that industry. And it's just a phenomenal space. So I'm pretty excited about this and moving forward on this project.
And of course, you can tell them about this.
Oh, yeah. We actually have a fiscal sponsorship going with Fractured Atlas where similar to Kickstarter, you can make a pledge to our campaign, this education program that I just spoke about. But what's great about it is whatever you contribute will be tax deductible on next year's taxes. So if you do 1, 2, 5, whatever amount of money you put in, it's fully tax deductible against your taxes. And then also we have some Kickstarter rewards similar to Kickstarter, that is, where if you make a certain pledge level, we give you some Time Forcer swag. So I'm trying to make this fun, and we're looking to raise $1,000 through Fractured Atlas. Once we get to that goal, we'll be able to then go after grants like the National Endowment for the Humanities, which only serve nonprofits. So everything is done through Fractured Atlas. They're a reputable organization. They've been around for I think close to 30 years now. And they've been helping out the arts community. They actually help creatives in both Broadway and also visual arts as well as performing arts. So it's a great organization. I'm glad to be a part of it. I know that a lot of people get turned down. Unfortunately, I was one of the lucky ones to get involved with this. So actively promoting this project through that platform. And hopefully, if I can make that $1,000 goal, I'll be able to go ahead and start positioning for bigger grants, which would be great. So that means I get more help, get more creative done, get more content done, which is the critical factor right now. Just pushing out creative at this point is really a challenge for me. So
the professor needs a team, and you can be part of that team. So help them out.
Yeah, awesome. Join the Time Forcers today. And if you sign up for the swag, I always throw extra stuff in. So it's like we've had a few backers already, and George, a shameless plug, will go out to him. I actually, pledged one level, but I threw in extra stuff as well. So it's like I'm always good about giving stuff away. Probably to my own detriment. Yeah, a hat. Yeah, Nico time. Yeah, it's just a blast. I mean, I'm going to be posting Nick's video soon on social media, so anyone that follows us at Time Enforcers on social media will see it. It's really a lot of fun. Raphael did the voiceover for Nick, and it's amazing. It's just so cool. I have to say, I get chills every time I listen to it. So it's really great.
Somebody's going to ask something? There you go, Kristina.
Hey, so sorry. So next year is the 250th anniversary of the United States. And there's a lot of grants right now for that milestone. And there's a lot of people looking for people to do educational stuff in that, talks, activities. I know, I'm a chair of the committee of the town that I work for the 250th anniversary. And they're looking to pay people to do this sort of stuff. So if you have any lessons or stuff that you could, kind of cater to, or that you might be able to book some gigs from that and help raise money for your initiative.
That'd be awesome, Kristina. Yeah, actually, one of the characters that I have in the game, sorry, Paul has in the game, not me, I'm Professor Howard, is Benjamin Banneker. He's actually an African-American who lived during the American Revolution, knew Thomas Jefferson. He invented the first wooden clock, no experience, he just invented it. Guy was a genius. And he also surveyed Washington, D.C. So he's going to be featured in episode 3. And I get a lot of content from this show. And one of the guests that appeared last summer was Vin Deluxe. He was actually part of the Brooklyn Kaiju event So we're going to have a kaiju in episode 3. We drop it in Washington. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's what I love about this game. It's just like, there's no holes barred. I'll blow up anything and everything to disrupt time.
It's all history, folks.
But no, I think it's a great thing that you mentioned, because I think a tie into that is huge for next year as well. But if I can reach out to you afterwards, that'd be great, Kristina. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I might be able to hook you up with the library in my town to do a speaking gig or something there.
Cool.
Yeah, we have what we want to do is, approach libraries like this and actually have like reading sessions for the kids, because we've discovered a lot of books just on our own. One of them was Benjamin. We found this great graphic novel about Amelia Earhart. It's just so much great stuff out there that can really turn kids on to history, which I think is really the point, because there's so much in the backdrop of what happened, and these people, they're just regular people, but they've done extraordinary things, and I think we should really celebrate that. It's really cool stuff.
Folks, we are at the halfway mark here, and I just wanted to ask our guests, does anybody have to get going? Because if you do, I will give you the lead out so that you guys can tell the people one more time where they can find you. And if not, we're about to hang out for a bit. And Shannon has brought to us a premiere. So we're about to watch a little something in a little bit here. I'm gonna give Shannon the floor, unless somebody has to go. All right. I love this. Let's keep having fun. So Shannon, tell the people all the good stuff. Give them the spiel. Go for it.
Hello. I am the Queen of Darkness, a dream within a scream, Powerflex's horror hostess with the ghostess. I am a paranormal investigator, model, actress, author, poet. I do hair also, in case you need a haircut. Medical assistant in case you need your temperature taken. I've had a lot of careers. Yeah, that's what I do. Currently working on in a film by George Firewalker Carlson called Hellbound Covenant, which I'm really excited to be a part of. I played a part of Lady Raven. I'm a high priestess in that, so that's pretty cool. And actually was in another movie, Unnatural Causes by Jim Haggerty, and that's coming out tomorrow. It's premiering at Belmore Movie Theater. So I'm excited for that as well. This is my website. For those who don't know, Powerflix is a paranormal streaming network. All things paranormal all the time. It's constantly being updated with new shows. I'm on some of the shows on there. Some of my really good friends are on some of other shows on there, and they're really creative, really cool. What I like about it, it's not the same faces all the time that you would see on TV. It's not the same locations that you would see on TV that get played out over and over again. It's actually a lot of new locations that you might not have ever heard of that have a lot of history. And that's what a lot of the people on these shows are doing, stuff like this to help restore the history and put funds back into the historical places that they are investigating. So I think that's also pretty cool.
I gotta say, Shannon, you're saying other shows and other channels, but it's gotten to the point now where if you are one of those people that love paranormal shows, you're having a hard time finding them, which is one of the reasons why I like Powerflix, because it gives you all that paranormal stuff that you like in one place, because it's hard. They're hard to find now.
It's true. It's true. And it's not just like ghost things. It's cryptozoology. It's I can't say that ufology. I can't say that right. So it's things like that. They have like talk shows, documentary, all different. It's amazing. I absolutely love it.
Folks, go check it out. Powerflix. I know I'm a big guy on ghost hunting, and it's just annoying now that you can't find any of the regular channels you used to watch. Except for Ghost Adventurers, they're still on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't need Ghost Adventurers because I don't want stupid people.
Yeah, sometimes they get really aggro with the ghosts. It's like, I don't know. I want to befriend the ghosts, you know.
They are quite mean. Like, I couldn't imagine anything being nice. Like, if I was a ghost and I was living in my
Oh my
house and some
God.
strange people came in and started screaming at
Right?
me to communicate with them, you sure as shit I'm gonna throw you out the window. You
Yeah.
know, I was the first one to curse.
No, I cursed a while ago.
Oh, you did? I didn't even notice. I was the second.
It's so funny though because you sit there, and then they get upset when the ghosts do stuff to them, and I'm like, why are you getting upset? You asked the ghost to do something.
My
Yeah,
favorite
you're
thing
goading
is,
them on.
yeah, why are you asking for a sign if you're going to run away?
Mhm.
All right, so tell us about this thing we're gonna premiere for you.
So this is proof of concept for Hellbound Covenant. This has never been shown like in a public forum like this. It's always been privately done. So this is for the movie that I am in, and I'm really excited for it.
All right, folks. This thing is about 18 minutes, and we are gonna premiere it here. So let's have some fun. Let's go to the videotape. If I can remember which one it is.
You didn't tell me we were going to do this, Ralph. I'd have popcorn for everybody. What the heck?
Yeah, folks, it's time for you to go pop your popcorn, enjoy yourself, have fun, and see a little bit of something. Here we go.
From the sea, from the depth of her banishment to reign again as it was meant to be in the beginning and forevermore until the end of time. Our newborn, from blood and seed to take us out of the dark into first light with blood and seed.
Adam.
You're awake. I'm here. I got you.
It's getting dark. I'm scared. I'm scared for you.
What? Don't be silly. I'm fine. Don't be silly. Shh. No, don't try to speak. Just save your strength, okay? I'm here. Boys here.
Good morning. How's my favorite patient doing this morning? Mr. Burt.
I have repeatedly asked you to call me Adam.
Adam,
Thank you.
it's getting close to the time.
You said she was getting better.
I'm sorry.
I can't know. She was.
Yes. We talked about this, okay? I'll make sure she's comfortable. I'm gonna call Father McCarthy for you.
Thank you.
Prayer for Mary. Glory be to the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit. As it was in the beginning, is now, never shall be, without end. You must petition the Lord with prayer. Petition the
Hail Mary, full of grace, 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 Hail Mary, full of grace.
What are you doing?
Hail Mary, full of grace, 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 Hail Mary, full of grace. Our Father.
No. No.
Father?
Oh, come in, me child. Holy shit.
Father, are you okay?
I had a god-awful dream. I couldn't get out of it. I was stuck. It was terrible. It shook me to my core.
You have to gather your strength. It's Mary's time.
Oh, Lord, no.
She needs you.
Okay, child. Do me a favor, please. Fetch me my robe. It's freezing in here.
Father,
Yeah,
I need a favor from you.
of course.
When you do see Mary, please tell her that I'm sorry that
What? Why?
Nothing. It's unfinished business.
It's not for me to pry, but I guess I understand, you know.
Well, I'll leave you to it, Father.
Freezing in here. Fix the boiler again. Oh, it's ice cold in here.
Cold as hell. You can say it, Father.
What? What are you talking about?
What? I didn't say anything. By the way, Jim will be here first thing to fix the boiler. He says he loves doing the work for the love of Jesus, but maybe this time...
Bollocks. Give him half. I heard his confession last week.
You gotta give him something.
I'll give him something, all right. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I absolve you, Mary, from sin. You have a peaceful and free journey to God's kingdom and live an everlasting life. You'll be free of pain. This is a new beginning for you. Rosie came by today, and she would prefer to be here herself, but she wanted me to tell you that she's sorry.
She doesn't have to be sorry. I forgave her a long time ago. I love her. She's my best friend. I'll see her in heaven.
She will, because this is not an end. This is just the beginning. I'm going to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespass, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from each and every evil. I bless you, my demon. I bless you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. You will go into the kingdom of heaven and have everlasting life. From dust you came, to dust you shall return. Dear Lord, please bless this woman on her journey. I love you. Safe journey, please. Go to her now, okay? There's nothing I'm going to say that'll make you feel better. But she's going to a good place, and you will see her again. I promise. I'm sorry.
Did I startle you, Father?
Oh, fine. I'm always rattled by this part of my clerical duties. You know, Mary was a beautiful soul. She was like a daughter to me, and she's going to be missed. But in the end, this is all part of God's plan.
Well, it's a part of her plan.
No. It's a part of our Lord and Savior's plan.
Whatever you say, Father.
You have a good day.
All right, folks.
Thanks for watching.
That was intense.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that was an emotional day. but I was just filming the other day. I actually had so much fun, although my feet were numb by the end of it because I had heels. Like, oh God. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to lately. That's why I've been a little bit more quiet on my end. I've been doing a lot of background stuff, so really excited.
It's a lot of fun, you know.
It is. It is.
I've done a lot of background stuff for Rob, so.
You have.
Oh man. All right, so folks, let's start off reminding people where they can find you. Angelo, you go first. Tell the people where they can find you and where they can check out your beautiful Kickstarter or the Kickstarter you are part of.
Yes. So you could just find me on all of the socials as either Angelo Studios or my last name, Concepcion Studios. I post all sorts of artwork. I write comics. I draw comics. I color, letter them. I've done production for plenty of independent books as well as some light production work for DC Comics in recent years. So that's been really fun stuff. And in terms of the Kickstarter, Drawn in Blood Shipwrecked, it ends by the stroke of midnight on Halloween. So make sure that you get this ghoulish book in your hands because it is tremendous. It's such a fun book. All of the artwork's really good for it. Please check out Drawn in Blood Shipwrecked. Just search that into the search bar in Kickstarter. You'll find it with this beautiful red logo.
And it is. The cover looks fantastic, folks. You should pick this up, man. Just for the cover alone. And then you got good stories inside. Come on, folks.
Yeah. And hey, it's my first, outside of self-publishing, my first writer, artist, creator credit. So that'll be really fun.
Folks, there you go. You got to help out.
Yeah, help out. Come on.
All right, Gina, tell the people where they can find you and all the other good stuff.
Well, you can find me at glfcreations.com. On there, you will see that I am an entrepreneur of many things. There is my invention on there. The screenplay is on there, and the vampire series is on there as well. Under Facebook, I'm under Vampiress Gina. That's DJINA. And happy to say that we had our third Barnes & Noble book signing last week, and it was unbelievable. So we are just so happy for a lot of the things coming in the future.
Yeah, folks, so just so you can get a chance to see all the stuff she does besides what we're talking about here. She's a Jane of all trades as well. I feel like we have a theme here when it comes to all our guests today. Oh my God. Yeah, so go check her out. Let's see. James, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff? Go for it. Did we lose James?
Help find on mute, right? You can find me at jameschambersonline.com. I'm on social media under James Chambers or Mothman1313 on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, most of the stuff that I have is up on my website. You can also find me tomorrow night at the Tiny Raccoon Bookstore in Sayville on Long Island if you want to come out and hear about Long Island urban legends and ghosts and demons. And other than that, look for me at local conventions. I have some new books and comics in the works, so hopefully I'll have some new stuff coming out in 2026, and be excited to connect with people when the convention season picks up again for me.
Folks, go check them out. You have your own podcast too, right?
Oh yeah, so thank you for reminding me. I am the co-host of an online reading series called Galactic Terrors, and you can find that on the Galactic Terrors channel on YouTube. And we broadcast that the second Thursday of the month, most months. Some months we do an extra broadcast, or we move the date a little bit to accommodate some special guests, but it's really writer focused. We have 3 authors on usually to do short readings, live Q&A, and just general discussion about writing, about horror, about science fiction, about whatever, the authors are interested in talking about.
And folks, you might see somebody familiar there soon.
Could be just in time for the holiday special.
And it's so funny. You told me about the date, and I was like, I got a Krampus story.
Yes. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, Krampus.
I got an interesting take on Krampus. So if you folks are interested to see what happens, so some of you guys already know because you've been here in Bit and Apple TV, and we do for December, we do the haunted December because I believe Christmas is all about ghost stories as well. And you might have heard it here. So, I'm going to bring it over there and I'm going to read it for them.
Nice. I am excited.
All right. Lauren and Matt, go for it.
Yeah, you can find our website is cinnivore.com, like a monster that eats film. Our Dark and Zara's Kickstarter is up. We would love some pre-launch followers. We're hoping to get this launched in the next month or so. We have a new cover that's going to be revealed. Our edits are all done, so we're really excited about that. You can find me on most socials is just my name, Lauren Sapolo, so you can see it there. And Matt is at Cinnivore as well, so you can find us there.
Yeah.
Folks, you guys had a great conversation with them. Of course, check her out on TikTok because that's where I found her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And we have some great discussions on TikTok, so you might want to go over there.
It's always fun talking.
Oh my God.
We have a great time.
Rob, go for it.
Rob Longo. You can find me on abracadabra.media. You can find me on Facebook, The Groveverse, or 2121 Productions, or 2121productions.com. Our horror movie comes out on Halloween at the Art Studio in Little Falls. Join us for a premiere and get a little trick-or-treat grab bag. A lot of fun, and it'll be on several streaming platforms very soon. Ghost in the Grove 2, The Unblatch.
folks, it's always a lot of fun. You got to check it out. The last premiere was a blast. If I do say so myself. So go check this out. Why don't you have some fun on your Halloween?
It looks like it's going to rain anyway, so you might as well just come to the premiere.
There you go. You want to be inside watching a movie on Halloween, a nice scary movie.
Popcorn, everything. We provide. Bring your own liquor, though.
I like to bring my own liquor. It gets dangerous, though, when I bring my own liquor. Kristina, go for it.
One quick thing I wanted to mention, Rob and I are working on a small film festival for next year. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but we're trying to see if we can get it to the theater in Randolph, New Jersey. We're still discussing it, and once we have the information, we hope to be back in the show to kind of promote it. But I think that'll be a lot of fun. And as for my socials, there's KristinaGarlick.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, X, and my books are available on Amazon as well.
Folks, go check her out. Kristina is amazing. And you know what? This is 10th anniversary, so I have to do it to Kristina too. So
I know. Oh no.
It's funny because it's 7 years for Kristina as well.
Oh God.
All right, let's see. Let's have a flashback. Here we go, folks.
Kristina, your backdrop here caught my attention because that looked like a very serious fairy tale that we all should be watching and reading about. Tell me about your collection here of books, because you have an amazing, incredible collection, and they're all very different. That's what's important, because that's hard to do as a writer. Tell me about. Let's pick up the first. Almost a Fairy Tale. I'm going to be getting this one.
So, Almost a Fairy Tale is a collection of 3 stories, Heart of Wonderland, Hokum, and Scarlet's Life. Heart of Wonderland is the most popular book that I have, and it's because everybody loves Alice. You kind of can't help it. Basically, the Queen of Hearts is in the mental hospital. Alice is in charge of Wonderland, and the only person that can save the fairy tale kingdoms is the Queen of Hearts' daughter, who's been exiled. The second one, The Little Mermaid and the Frog Prince fall in love in New Jersey, and they have to go back to the fairy tale kingdoms to save the day. And the third one is the most, I guess, adult one. It's not dirty by any means, but Snow White's the villain in the story, and she's trying to take out a strip club owner who has claims to her throne. So.
And yes, that's how we met her. And you got a little preview to one of her books, because and Kama did buy that book.
Yeah, she did.
As you saw, Kama was really amused.
I try to be funny at times, and sometimes it works and other times it doesn't.
It worked. We get a kick out of Kristina, which is why we keep going over. Okay, folks. All right, Queen of Fear or Nightmares or whatever you want to call yourself. Tell the people where they can find you, all the good stuff. And you already have somebody over here going, Paraflix is awesome. They even have paranormal shows in sci-fi genre.
Yes. Hey, thanks. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at @adream_within_a_scream. And on Facebook, I'm Shannon Michele 1L Collins, the Queen of Darkness. And check out Paraflix, and if you do, use my code QOD30 and it'll give you 30% off your annual subscription.
As you see right
which
there
is fun.
in the picture.
There it is.
See, folks, you get to try it out, the streaming service, and you get 30% off. It's a deal. Oh my God. And I gotta say, all these folks here, dude, we didn't even get to touch the surface on all the beautiful things these people do. I will have them all back soon because I like talking to them. And go check them out, because they do beautiful things. As you can see, you got a nice little book reading tomorrow. You have a nice movie premiere on Friday. Come on, folks. And we're giving you all the stuff for you to do. Go do it. And Professor, one last time, tell them where they can go and join up the Time Force.
First off, Kristina, I thought New Jersey was a fairy tale kingdom, but I'm a little disappointed now. So Yeah, you could check me out on pretty much any social media channel at Time Enforcers. Pretty easy to find. You can get the game from timeenforcers.com/get if you don't know what app store to go to. And for a couple bucks, you can play episode 1, which is a lot of fun. And then we have our Fractured Atlas donation portal that you can go to as well at go.timeenforcers.com/FA and make a contribution. Any amount is greatly appreciated. And like I said, it's fully tax deductible. So should be great. And we're actually appearing at the NJEA next week in Atlantic City. So excited to meet educators firsthand and see what they think about Time Enforcers, which I'm pretty excited about as well. So
Yeah, the professor's been busy, so give him a team to help him out. Go support him. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Mr. Nathan, are you there?
I'm here.
Nathan snuck in on us a while back. I just wanted to say hi, Nathan. See if you're still there paying attention.
Yeah, I'm here.
As you can tell, Nathan's gotten home from work and he's tired as a button.
A button?
Hey, buttons get tired, man. Didn't you watch Coraline?
No.
Folks, enjoy your Halloween. And if you're good or if you're bad, maybe I'll do a Halloween show. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, tomorrow we have the 10th anniversary show where you will see and hear our missing Apple teenies, Kadma and Leslie, here to talk about all the beautiful stuff. It's a clip show, folks. So bring your best memories of Bit and Apple TV, and maybe we'll play it like we did today with our pals here, James and Kristina.
And congrats on 10 years.
Dude, it feels like just yesterday.
Congrats.
Just yesterday. And I've met all these beautiful people because of this, and I am so happy. And I like to say to people all the time, I play Final Fantasy. I gather my party and I collect them as I go.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done those kinds.
Well said.
So with that, folks, what we do on this show is I press the button, and where it stops, nobody